Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. I am Komal Shekhawat, and in this video I am going to discuss how to interpret descriptive statistics of a series. See, it is very important to have a feel of your data before running any regression analysis. Descriptive statistics provides us with the same. So let's start with it. Suppose these are the variables in E Views. This is my data file. So you have to select your dependent variable and the independent variables for which you want to obtain descriptive statistics. So I will select FLFP, GDP, and life expectancy. All these three variables, and open these variables as group. Go to view, descriptive stats and common sample. So these are the results for descriptive statistics. Moreover, if you want to learn how to run descriptive statistics steps in detail, and if you want to learn how to obtain data from well-developed indicators and all the steps for obtaining descriptive statistics in detail, you can go to my video on descriptive statistics. I'm also attaching the link for the same in this video. Okay, so these are the results of the descriptive statistics obtained with the help of E Views. See, descriptive statistics provides us with measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, measures of normality, and so on. So let's discuss all these one by one. See, there are various measures of central tendency as we know. There is mean, median, mode, harmonic mean, geometric mean. Descriptive statistics in E Views provides us with the value of mean and median. As you can see, the value of mean and median for FLFP, GDP and LE is obtained. So FLFP is the dependent variable, female labor force participation, GDP and life expectancy are the independent variables. So mean value shows us the average value of the series. Okay, so the average value of FLFP is 56%. For GDP, it is 24,723, and life expectancy is 74 years. Median provides us with the middle value of the series. So in the entire series, the middle value for FLFP, GDP, and LE are given. The next is maximum and minimum value. So maximum value gives us the maximum value in the entire series. Okay. The maximum value is the highest value of that particular series in the data set. So for FLFP, the maximum value was 61%. For GDP, it was 47,740. And life expectancy, it was 76 years. The next is minimum value. The minimum value in the series is the smallest value. So for all these variables, the minimum value is also mentioned. The next is measures of dispersion. Again, there are various measures of dispersion like range, standard deviation, mean deviation, and so on. Here, the value of standard deviation is given. Standard deviation is basically, it shows us the deviation of all the observations from the average value. So, the deviations from the average value for all these variables is given. So for FLFP, it is 4.24, and similarly, you can quote the values for other independent variables. The next is here, we are going to discuss the measures of normality. Here, there are two measures of normality, skewness and kurtosis. So let's talk about skewness first. Skewness measures the degree of asymmetry of the series. Okay, it is basically the degree of asymmetry of the series. So we can interpret skewness on these three bases. So if a data is normally skewed, the value is 0. And if the value of skewness is greater than 0, then the series is positively skewed. And if the value of skewness is less than 0, then the series is negatively skewed. Okay, so for normally skewed, the value equal to 0 means that 50% of the data is in the left side and 50% of the data is on the right side. Okay, so as you can see, the value for FL, FP and LE is negative. It means both these series are negatively skewed, whereas GDP, it is positively skewed. Now coming to the next measure of normality. See, even if we know the measures of dispersion, measures of central tendency and skewness, we still cannot form a complete idea about the distribution. As you can see in the figure below, there are three curves, curve A, curve B and curve C. All these curves, although they are symmetrical to the mean value, average value, but still they have different convexity. Okay. So kurtosis helps us to have an idea about the flatness or wickedness of the distribution of a series, and therefore kurtosis is also known as convexity of the curve. So if we want to interpret the value of kurtosis, so in that case, as you can see, if a particular curve is mesokurtic as that of curve A in this figure, the kurtosis value will be equal to 3. So if the value of kurtosis is 3, then that particular distribution is normal. And if the value of kurtosis is less than 3, that kind of curve like that of type B curve in the figure are platykurtic curves. And if the value of kurtosis is greater than 3, such kind of curves are leptokurtic curve, as you can see type C curve in the figure. So for leptokurtic curves, the value is greater than 3. For this data, kurtosis value for all these three variables, dependent and independent variables, the value of kurtosis is less than 3. In that case, all these curves are platykurtic in nature or are somewhat flat in their nature. Now, the next is jarque-bera probability in statistics. So, E Views provides us with the jarque-bera statistics and the value of probability. For jarque-bera test, the null hypothesis is that the distribution is normal, and the alternative hypothesis is that the distribution is not normal. Now, for interpreting the results for jarque-bera statistics and probability, we will apply the thumb rule. That is, if the probability of jarque-bera is less than 0.05, okay, it is less than the 5% level of significance, then we reject the null hypothesis, the null hypothesis of normal distribution. As in this case, as we can see, the probability of jarque-bera is greater than 0.05. Okay, so we do not reject the null hypothesis and we conclude that the distribution for all these variables is normal. The next is the sum and sum square deviations and observations. The sum is basically the summation of the entire series for that particular variable. Okay, so summation for FL, FP, GDP and LE is mentioned. And lastly, observations. So 26 indicates that there were total 26 observations in the data set. I hope you like the video. Please click on the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever a new video is uploaded. Thank you very much.